Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Malfish content, and this video is about Corvus versus Bullseye again. Now, there's one big reason that I wanted to do this video again, all over again, and it's not gonna be exactly like how we did before because there are a few things change, and I would like to give you guys a more of an insight about both of those characters and how they are doing against each other, and if you should be building Corvus if you already have a Bullseye or not. Now. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff from Gozinator as well. Godzi actually mentioned me in one of the chats that he actually scored really good with a CDP of energy. Senegalix also said in the same chat, actually, he also got about 8 million with the CDP of energy as well with his cards. But yes, his cards are pretty high. But I will showcase and I will explain what you should be doing and how they actually look like. So these are the stats that we are looking at. All the stuff is maxed out. No Odin's Blessing. This is my account. I built up Corvus on my account myself. Critical damage roll for that. All skills are level 6. Of course, type enhancement rank 3, overdrive. We have a CDP of rage and of course a mythic uniform with the 4 out of the 5 uniform options. I don't have the last one, which is the Sue Storm Future Foundation. I am missing some attack from that one, but I think maybe I'll get it, maybe I'm not sure. I'll probably use those crystals to do something else. Now, Mystique I'm showcasing right now. I do have 58% critical rate, but that will be taken care of using the 4th skill. The reason why I'm showing off Mystique right now, 6 Odin's Blessings, is because I will be showing her with Bullseye in the first run with the Bullseye and Mystique swap to showcase what score I got. And that actually was the best score that I could get on the Silent Season with my Bullseye. Yes, I can try better, but again, it's not gonna be a big difference. Now, I do have a bunch of stuff missing on Bullseye, but not really, actually. So he got 1 Odin's Blessings only right now, and let me just go for the stats for then we'll talk about why I'm not really missing out much, okay? And basically, I'm not really missing out anything. Well, he only has one uniform option. Yes, I could get the Wolverine one too for the attack, so it would be like a very close, or I would say exactly the same build for Bullseye as well as Corvus for extra attack. Now, you must be thinking the 3rd skill actually gives you 35% critical rate and 1% attack speed, so I'm basically capping out both of those stats. Now, looking at the critical damage, you must be thinking I'm missing a lot, right? 11%. Not really. No, I'm not missing anything. And if you have some Bullseye, you should be going here. The Awakened skill or Transcend skill actually gives you 35% critical rate and critical damage buff for 10 seconds. So basically, when I use that Awakened skill, all of my stats will be capped out even if I don't use the 3rd skill, right? So I'm not really missing anything. For the cards, I am running 74.1% energy, physical attack, and the proc. The proc is not proc is only the Loki card proc, the normal one, the 6-star mythic card. That kind of gives me about 2 to 3% of that physical attack in total, approximately. So I would take around 76 to 77% attack on my card, which is not crazy high, I would say. So the first one we are going to be starting off with is the old school run that we have been running for quite a long time now with the Mystique and Bullseye swap, of course, and we will be cancelling with Zemo. Oh man. Zemo, man, Zemo. I was thinking maybe Zemo could come back, and I think he will come back to the Speed Villain meta team as a leadership. I think with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier update. I think so. They should give that. Like they did WandaVision. I think the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the next one. The question is, when is that gonna happen? Is this gonna happen with this mid-month update? When we get Ebonimo uniform, we can get Thanos uniform, plus we could get a Winter Soldier uniform, which has been due. He got the last uniform at Infinity War, and he is a tier 3, so I think it could be right time to give him a uniform as well. Falcon uniform with that Captain America suit, plus the Zemo uniform. So that will be 5 uniforms for the mid-month patch. I think that's a bit too much, but I mean, it could happen. I'm just talking about the possibility, right? So Falcon the Winter Soldier will happen. It's just the matter of when it actually happens. Is it gonna be this mid-month? Because this update has been amazing. Black Order is fantastic. The whole Black Order is fantastic. And even though Supergiant is better than Proxima, Proxima still is going to be used on the burn season along with Supergiant unless someone else comes along, and at least until Mystique uniforms comes along, Mystique is going to be out of the rage meta, and she is going to be an inside character from now on. Of course, not everyone has to put insight on Mystique because not everyone has insights, first of all. Plus, it actually definitely takes crystals to take out the CTPs, right? So it's not like you have to put it. If you put it, definitely it's gonna give you a good boost in the score. It might not be like the best, but of course, if you want the best score on the female villain as well as the speed villain, then go for insight on Mystique. Or there's one more thing that you can do is if you build Super Giant for ABX specifically, what you can do is you can put the insight on Proxima Midnight. Do not tier 3 her if you're using an insight. I would say that's my personal opinion. You guys can do whatever you want, but I would say that. So she could be the support for Universal Villain for the insight, and of course female villain. Or you can do Mystique, so that will be female villain support with insight and speed villain support with insight. So both of those characters, and I think they just gave us two different options for us to give insight to. Of course, it's gonna be really hard to maintain, and I know Hela also has insight right now. I do have. So I'm not sure which character I'm gonna give it. Definitely, I have Rage on my Proxima, so I think I'm gonna insight my Mystique up when the CTP unequipped chance comes up. Anyways, this team gave us 7 million. Okay, 7 million with this team up. Not really a bad score, I would say, for Silent Season. Just one of his blessings, missing 11% of that. So it kind of sucks. Anyways, so now we are going to be looking at a Corvus solo run with Zemo lead, of course, and Mystique on my account. Of course, I've shown you guys before as well on the other accounts, but you will be surprised to see the score. And there's one more thing that actually surprised me a lot, and you will find out as you see the video, which was really interesting. And I found that what is the best team for this day, man? It was crazy. It took me a few runs. It's not like did not take me like the runs that it took me to get the Super Giant and Proxima video. On that one, it took me like 4 hours. To make that total video for 4 or 5 hours. It basically took me about 30 runs in total, or maybe less. Not really 30. I would say it took me about 15 to 11 to 15 runs to get all of those runs right now. So I was quite lucky to get it this quickly. I don't usually get them. So anyways, Proxima is amazing, Supergiant is amazing, and why am I even talking about Supergiant and Proxima? Okay, shut up, Kaushal. Shut up, Kaushal. Okay, Corvus, amazing character. I heard from Godzi, as I said, Godzin later. I call him Godzi, and not like because I just like the name Godzi. So Godzi said he got about 8.8 to 8.9 million. I think with the CDB of Energy Corvus, maybe. I'm not sure if he tried that. And he got about 9 million with the Bullseye and Corvus combo. So he said that maybe CDP of Energy might be the best for Corvus. Of course, he will also be used in World Boss Legend. So the reason that was a mighty CDP of Energy, okay, that he told me. So basically, if you have a brilliant energy, Corvus is gonna be the meta. Corvus with a brilliant CDP of energy is better than Corvus with a rage. But Corvus with a mighty CDP of energy is little bit shorter than rage. And how much shorter? I think that's about 300k to 400k score difference in the CDP of energy to rage, and that talking about a mighty, okay, because he said he got 9 million with the Bullseye and Corvus combo, which is the best, and I'm gonna show you the run. Spoiler. And he got if he switches, he said it was just falling just short under the rage. So he was thinking about 8.8 to 8.9 with the mighty CTP of energy, but that was from 8.8 to 9 million. We are talking about that level, that high scores, okay? And the scores go really slowly. Right? The scores actually go really slowly up there. So if we talk about some normally, if we talk about the normal score caps around 7 to 7.5 million or 7 to 8 million, I would say the difference that he's experiencing about 200k to 100k, I think that will be close to 300k to 400k or maybe even 500k if you get close to that 7 to 8 million mark if you are a normal player. Of course, not many are going to be having this brilliant CDP of energies. So brilliant CDP of energy, I think, is going to surpass Rage, but we'll see about that. I'll try if I can do the testing. Now, the third and the last one and the best one of this video is actually Bullseye and Corvus swap. This is the best team. This is the best team for speed villain for all the seasons. For all the seasons. The reason why I say all the seasons is this is the silent season, and if this is the best team for silent season, it's gonna be the best for paralysis, because of course Bullseye gives you ignore dodge, and both Bullseye and Corvus can cancel. Plus, for the burn season, Corvus does not have burn, but Bullseye does have burn. So yes, this is gonna be the best team for all seasons for speed villain ABX. This is the best. Now, there's one more catch, or there's one more thing that I would like to share with you guys to give you guys more information about certain stuff. If I was wondering, and people have been asking if they should be building Corvus over Bullseye for speed villain. I would say yes. If you're an ABX player, if you want to push some scores, yes. How much difference is it gonna be? I think it is depending on how much you can score with your Bullseye. And the reason why I say that, of course, don't listen to me. The reason why I say that is if you have your Bullseye stacked up, you got a lot of attack on your cards as well. If he scores about 8 million, right, on speed villain, if you switch to Corvus, it might not feel like a big and a huge difference. The only reason is that the score from 8 million and up move very slowly, of course, right? So you might not see that big of a huge difference unless you also have your Corvus built up. And I'm not talking about solo. If you are talking about solo, I do not think that you should be investing in Corvus Glaive. No, well, skip Corvus Glaive, to be honest. The reason why I say that, if I can score with Mystique and Bullseye team up, I can score 7 million. On the Paralysis season, that's gonna go up. And on the Burn season, that's gonna go up. Of course, because Bullseye scores more on the Paralysis and Burn season for sure, right? So, and the Corvus score for the Silence and Paralysis will be exactly the same if you're running him in solo, because of course his rotation doesn't change. His swap, we are not really swapping. We are talking about the solo, by the way. We are talking about solo, and even on solo, Bullseye on the Paralysis and the Burn season does great. Right, it might not be better than the combo, but yes, he does great. So the gap between Corvus and Bullseye will shorten. So I would say if you're talking about just solo Corvus, if you already have Bullseye and you're not gonna build Bullseye, or you need to switch your build from Bullseye to Corvus, you can do that. But if you're talking about solo, I would say skip that. I would say skip it unless you're gonna use them both together, because that's where the boost comes from. Okay, I would say that. Although this is gonna be the best one, and we are going to be ending up with about, I think it was 8 million. We just fall short. Okay, 8 million with this team up. That's straight up from the Corvus solo, about 300k to 400k difference. From the Bullseye and Mystique combo for this, that's a million difference for me. And that run was without insight. Both the previous runs were with insight, by the way. And actually that was not. Yeah, that was with insight, by the way. So I would say yes, this is the best team up. With insight, when I switch my insight for when I take out this rage and give her the insight, my scores will go up. And so if you are going to be using both of those characters to swap, is it worth to build Corvus Glaive? Definitely, absolutely. He is in the meta team along with Bullseye. He will score more than solo Bullseye. We'll see about the Paralysis and the Burn season. And he scores even more if you have Bullseye built up along with Corvus. And these runs were with no Odin's Blessings at all, and that was one Odin's Blessings on the Bullseye, missing 11% critical damage. Sometimes it will hurt me on normal rotation. So if I build them well, If I give them Odin's Blessings, give the insight to Mystique, the score is gonna skyrocket for sure. I think I can make about 8.5 to 8.6 if I give the insight and build accordingly for those characters. Anyways, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the runs. And if you do enjoy the content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one.